Well, guess what? I'm back. It's still Wednesday. I'm back. But this time, I have a special guest.
Who?
You know, Todd Debrecini wrote this book. Here he is. He's here in the store. That's what Christmas will do.
This store is great. Oh my God, if you haven't been here, jump on a plane or get in your car, come down to the engineer guy and say hello.
Have any money? You take credit cards?
I do.
Oh, good. Okay. So, anyway, we wanted to take a moment, since he was in the store, to talk about this book. It is called Special Makeup Effects for Stage and Screen. And I will tell you this much, that both Benji and Amber have used this like a Bible around here when they needed to figure out what to do. So since you're here, I thought it'd be really good for other people who hopefully will be watching this to understand just how cool this book really is. So why don't you give us the old rundown here?
Well, my whole philosophy in writing it, I wanted it to be accessible to beginners who had little or no information to draw from, as well as people that have got years of experience, so that it wouldn't be boring to them, but not be so full of information that it would be daunting for people that want to do it, want to learn, think they want to learn, but it's just too much. I don't understand any of this.
Yeah.
And I think I've been pretty successful with that. This is the most fun I've ever had professionally.
Writing books.
Working in makeup effects.
Okay. Gotcha.
Though writing the book, I've told people that it was the most difficult fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
It was the first edition was 18 months of writing something every day.
Wow.
And I had great contributors helping with things from Jordy Ushell and David Elsey. In the second edition, Howard Berger and Greg Nicotero, Tammy Lane. The information is overwhelming. And what I have found, I've been working in film and television and theater for close to 40 years. Not always as a makeup effects artist. I've worn a lot of different hats. But since deciding that practical effects is what I wanted to concentrate on, I've never met a group of people, of craftspeople and artists who are more open to sharing. It's like the Dick Smith method is, there are no secrets. Share. If you want to know how to do something, all you got to do is ask. And that is what this industry is all about. I've met people in other fields that will begrudgingly share if push comes to shove. But most of the time it's, keeping everything, this is mine.
Right.
You want to learn how to do it, you're going to have to figure it out yourself, because I had to figure it out myself.
Right.
I haven't found that to be the case in this field at all.
That is really, really good to hear. I know that here in Georgia, there is a tremendous opportunity for people who want to be in straight effects, straight makeup, any of that stuff, because of the growing film and television industry here. I know there's a demand for more knowledge. Okay?
It's laid out in a logical progression, like a school course curriculum, from information about the industry, design and anatomy, which understanding if you're going to be doing prosthetic makeup, understanding anatomy and how we work is critically important.
How important would you say that is, truthfully?
I think it's easily in the top 5 things you need to understand, but if you're going to be a sculptor, it's probably number 1. If you're going to be applying prosthetics, it's important to understand what we are like beneath the skin in order to know what we look like on the outside.
Yes. Or for that matter, if you've got an appliance that has to move, and if it doesn't move correctly, then it looks fake.
Design is an incredibly important part of it as well. How is the actor going to move in it? High traffic areas, things around the nose and mouth, things are going to come loose. In theater, you don't have the luxury that you do in film and television, where if something is coming loose, needs to be touched up, the director can call cut. You say, come on in, fix this up. You do your touch-ups and go. But if a nose, if a nostril wing, or if a piece around the mouth starts coming loose in the middle of a scene, and if you're doing a musical where an actor's singing and their mouth is open wide, there's a lot of open close and things
Yes.
are going to come loose. You
Yes.
can't call cut and have somebody come out in
No.
front of the audience and touch things up.
No.
So it's gotta work from curtain up to curtain down.
Right. So that's,
So how the actor's going to, I tell my students, it's never about the makeup. It's always about the performance.
yes.
You can design the most spectacular makeup ever devised,
Mhm.
but if the actor is, even if it's a psychological aversion, if the actor's performance is inhibited in any way,
Yeah.
then the makeup's wrong.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Smooth On. I think it was Smooth On said once, or one of their great lines is, "Start with the end in mind," which is exactly what you're describing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's certainly the case with animatronics, which is in the second edition. It's not in the first. Animatronics definitely need to be backward engineered.
Yes. What does it need to do? What does it need to
Then you
look like?
figure it all out.
Then you figure out how to make it work. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I will say that I flipped through the book, and it covers a lot of things that we know have been topics of conversation here at the Engineer Guide.
And I've noticed walking around the shop, looking at product on the shelves, you've got everything that I work with, that other people work with, that's in the
Yep.
book, and then some.
Yes, yeah. And here I flipped a page, and here's some guy named Connor. We know Connor. If I keep flipping, I'll probably find more people that we're familiar with. But the
You'll
short
see
and skinny
Toby
of it is,
Sells in
yeah.
there, you know.
You've got Toby in here?
Toby's in there.
He's a piece of work. Okay, don't want to keep you forever, but what I do want to do first off is thank you for taking the time to do this
Oh,
with
my
us.
pleasure. I've been looking forward to this.
We have got a few copies of this. We can always get more copies of this. I forget exactly what it costs, but it's priceless as far as I'm concerned. So just buy it, and that's the end of that. And you will learn from it. There's a high likelihood that you'll be back in town, and we're going to try to.
I think that's going to
Yep.
happen.
And we'll try to do a better job of keeping track of that. So maybe next time you're in town, we can invite you in to do a class or a workshop or something. And if you happen to be here the 9th and 10th of July, maybe we'll sucker you into doing GooCon.
Let's do it.
See what happens. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Nelson.
Thanks for your time.